CBSIServices Talking Business. We have a chance to talk with Mariah Hunt from Hunt Marketing about an upcoming New England Direct Marketing Association event. Mariah, how are you today?
I'm doing very well, Ken. How are you?
Good, good. Nice to chat. The New England Direct Marketing Association is a long-standing organization. I very much appreciated attending some of the organization's events when I was starting out in direct marketing, which now everybody calls digital marketing. Mariah, if you would, just tell us a little bit about the New England Direct Marketing Association.
I certainly can. New England Direct Marketing Association, or NEDMA as it's called, is the oldest regional direct marketing association in the country. We've been around for a very long time. I have been president since 2012. We are a nonprofit organization really looking to educate people in the direct marketing space. And that's actually everything from mobile, social, online, print, mail, you name it, we cover it. And we have some really good events. Normally we have, three major events. We have the NEDMA conference, which you covered at Bentley for us last year. Thank you. And we have the MTech Summit.
That was a great event.
Yeah. And then we have the MTech Summit coming up at Bentley on December 3rd. And then we just had our Creative Excellence Award show. So those are, and that was sometime in early September, on September, I think it was 7th. And that was at Bentley as well. So we're adding to those three major events by doing this great first annual NEDMA boot camp, which will be held at the Microsoft Center in Burlington on October 21st.
Well, that's coming up. Sounds like a terrific event with your set of speakers for the event. If you would tell us a little bit about some of the sessions. You start out with an event called Data-Driven Marketing, Get on Board.
Yeah, actually, what we wanted to do is we took kind of a page from lots of different regional boot camps. And what we wanted to do was really kind of concentrate on all direct marketing in general. And we wanted to start out with data-driven marketing because in the direct mail space or the direct marketing space, data is key. So we have a representative from ClearMail doing data-driven marketing as one of the very beginning sessions. She has a great content. Please, everyone should go on to the nedma.com website and look up the first annual boot camp to get more specific information about it. But we have pretty much all the speakers locked down. She's going to be the first, Lisa Kuchar, and then we've got some really good ones going through the rest of the day. And we're going to have a great chair yoga session during lunchtime so we can all get rejuvenated for the sessions in the afternoon.
Well, it sounds good. You've got a session on social media efficiency and how to use it effectively. Bob Cargill, a copywriter, leading that session. I think that's something everybody's challenged with, is what are the best ways to manage social media, manage the investment? What do you think Bob Cargill is going to talk about in a session Monday?
Well, Bob's one of our premier NEDMA speakers. He is really good at explaining everything to everyone about social marketing. He does his own podcasts. He does his own road shows. We have been lucky to have Bob for a very long time at NEDMA. In fact, he sits on the board of directors for me, and his content is always really specific and to the point. Most of the sessions that we're doing that are one-on-one sessions are sessions where we want people to be able to learn something, leave the room, and be able to implement it almost immediately. So I am sure Bob will not disappoint in those highlights.
Hey, that's great. And we see that you're going to have a panel with women in marketing and advertising. Looks like you have 5 executives led by Julie Hall. Tell us a little bit about your panel of women executives.
Well, so this is new for NEDMA. We decided that we wanted to talk about women in marketing, women in advertising, because obviously it's a pretty hot topic right now. Julie Hall is a phenomenal marketing and advertising executive. I worked with her a little while at H4B through Havas. She has been to a number of very large organizations. She's very well connected in the Boston area. And her panel It consists of I think it's four very well-versed, well-known women who have been around the block, so to speak, who have actually broken the glass ceiling. But her talk is going to be about they've come a long way, but there's still a long way to go. So I suggest anyone new or even not so new as a woman in marketing, or even if you're not a woman in marketing, go listen to that panel because you're going to find some good information from those speakers.
Well, that's terrific. Another speaker you've got on great design promotes engagement and response through the lens of neuroscience and psychology. Sounds like it's going to get a little technical, but what is Dan Greenwald from White Rhino going to explain?
Well, Dan Greenwald is actually from White Rhino, is going to rehash one of the sessions he's already done for us at the conference. It was a very well-attended conference session. We had standing room only for his session, and we had to cut it off, and people weren't allowed in the room because of the occupancy rate. So we have asked him back to do it again. Dan basically marries data, psychological psychodata, with graphic design, and tells us how he and his compatriots at White Rhino have really married the two and used data to help drive design so people respond. So it's a fabulous session. I've sat through it a couple of times. I'm never bored when he gets done with it. And it's really something that if you're in the design field and want to stay in direct marketing, it's a must-see.
Well, that should be good. And then you've got a panel that you're going to be leading, basics of today's most responsive direct marketing medium. And so you're going to be leading a discussion with several panelists. Tell us a little bit about your panel.
Yeah, well, I'm excited to do my panel. I haven't done a speaking engagement at NEDMA in a while because we've had so many fabulous other people. But we put together a panel because direct mail is actually on its way back to a responsive chair in the direct marketing world. And so the three of us, myself, Alex McArron, and Carrie Hanafy, are going to be talking about pretty much direct mail 101. So I know there are a lot of people out there that are looking to do mail, don't know really how to get into that space, or if they have an agency doing that space, they need to make sure that they're getting all the right information. So Carrie Hanafy is going to be talking about how to marry strategy and do client services. Alex McArron, who is the head of Queen Bee Marketing, is going to be doing creative design. And I will be talking about the very end of print production and direct mail. So we have it's going to be a very interesting and packed session within 45 minutes. You're going to get a lot out of it. When you leave there, you'll know something to be able to make sure that you know how to do direct mail efficiently.
Well, Mariah, you know this is going to be a great day on Monday up in Burlington, Mass. at Microsoft. Now, one of the things about Boston, certainly it's a center for education, for financial services, for technology, for database marketing. Some of the original companies came out of the Boston area, the whole 128 technology highway area. Tell us a little bit about some of the members that you draw from some of the industries that are up there in the Boston area.
Well, before I do that, I'll be remiss if I don't mention that we're actually going to be having a cannabis marketing session as well, something new and basically improved in the marketing world. There's a lot of cannabis marketing, so someone from Cannabis Creatives is going to be there. So something a little out of the ordinary for us.
Sure.
So just didn't want to forget about that. But we also, so our membership basically draws from large companies who don't have time to train their members anymore. And NEDMA is all about education. So any particular direct marketing piece that you need to know about, you can usually get the information from at one of our sessions. We have pretty large corporations. You can check our corporate database. Some of them have done sponsorships, and you can see them along the NEDMA website. But we also pull from small companies as well, people that are kind of one-stop shops, individual members who want to learn something new. We always have something with new technology wrapped up into all of our sessions, and this time will also be the case. So anybody that really wants to know about direct marketing in particular, because marketing is kind of general, but direct marketing is all about marketing to get a response. So we really tend to stay in that space. And any company interested either in the 128, the Epsilons of the world, and the large Citizens Bank
Sure.
did won one of our awards. So we've got some pretty really good companies now getting on board as NEDMA members to make sure that their employees get some information and some education from NEDMA.
Very good. Well, Mariah Hunt, tell us a little bit about your organization, Hunt Direct, some of the projects and services and expertise that you offer your clients.
Well, thanks for asking, Ken. I actually am a consultancy, Hunt Direct agency. I basically stay again in the direct marketing space, but I also offer promo items. So right now, I do some project management work. We're doing some work for startup companies. Anybody that really needs any kind of direct marketing done or has an event that they need information for, I have a really good pool of designers, a pool of strategists, a pool of UX people, and we really modify and tone our groups, our teams, to whatever that particular company needs. So I've gotten a bunch of calls to do one-off projects, and I've gotten a bunch of calls to do ongoing projects. It depends on what they need and what purpose we can help fulfill for them.
Well, Mariah Hunt, the president of the New England Direct Marketing Association, thanks for telling us about your outstanding conference coming up Monday in Burlington, Massachusetts at the Microsoft office there. Great to hear all about it. It's going to be a great event.
Great. Thank you, Ken.
Our pleasure. Good to see you. And so from the headquarters of CBSIServices in Harrison, New York, with our Talking Business series, thank you to our guest, Mariah Hunt. This is Ken Kraetzer. Okay.